This is Pioneer's AVH-W4400NEX. This is an in-dash AM/FM and HD radio, CD and DVD player with a 7-inch fully motorized detachable touchscreen. The AVH-W4400NEX is compatible with Android Auto in a wireless configuration or wired through USB. And it works with Apple CarPlay in a wireless configuration or wired through USB. The AVH-W4400NEX has 3 sets of RCA outputs for operating external amplifiers and is backup camera ready and Sirius XM ready. The SD card slot and the dual USB ports can be used to connect your phone and play back MP3 or FLAC music and MP4 videos. The system features built-in Bluetooth for both hands-free calling and wireless streaming audio. Let's take a look and see what's in the box. Okay. We're going to start off here with a wire harness. This is what we use to connect power and ground and speakers and so forth to the vehicle, all the connections to the vehicle. Next up, we have the GPS antenna. Please note, the GPS antenna is meant to be kept on the inside of your vehicle. Next, we have the USB extension. And the USB ports are on the back of this in-dash receiver, so we include a USB extension in the box to bring the USB port up into the passenger compartment. Next up, we have some installation screws and a wire tie here for an HDMI connection, so some install screws and wire tie. Next, we have the Bluetooth microphone. Here's the Bluetooth microphone for hands-free calling. This comes on a wire about 10 feet long or so for very flexible installation. Next up, we have the wireless remote control. There's the wireless remote control included in the box. Next, we have some labels for your USB connections. If you are using an iPhone or an Android phone, you may want to label those connections. Let's see. Next up is the pigtail for audio and video inputs and outputs. And let's get this out of here. Next up, we have the quick start guide and installation manual. You can download a complete version of the owner's manual from pioneerelectronics.com in PDF form and keep it on your phone. And finally, we have there's the warranty card. This is the sort of neoprene rubber carry case for the detachable face. That's included in the box there. Now let's pull the receiver up out of here. The front panel of the AVH-W4400NEX is a fully motorized 7-inch touchscreen with an SD card slot and a CD/DVD slot behind the screen. The volume control is here, and the home key and display keys are here. This is the voice activation key. You'll do most of your interaction with the in-dash receiver with the 7-inch motorized touchscreen. And of course, detachable face security. The back panel of the AVH-W4400NEX has the GPS antenna input right here. And please remember, the GPS antenna is meant to be kept on the inside of the vehicle. Here is USB number 1 used for Apple CarPlay, and here is USB 2 used for Android Auto. Both USB ports can also be used for music, movies, and still images through a USB thumb drive. And remember, we include a USB extension in the box to bring the USB port up into the passenger compartment of your vehicle. Here are 3 black ports. The one on the top is for operating your steering wheel controls through a third-party adapter, and the one on the bottom is the second zone audio output. The third black port here is for the Bluetooth microphone included with the product. And here is where you'll plug in the power wire harness connected to the vehicle. On the other side, we start off with a dedicated port for the optional iDataLink Maestro RR OEM integration unit. Next is the HDMI input, and you'll plug in the optional SXV300 tuner from Sirius XM right here. The audio and video input and output wire harness will plug in right here, and I'll show you more detail on that in just a moment. The yellow port is for adding on the optional AVH-W280 navigation system from Pioneer. And finally, the AM/FM and HD radio antenna from the vehicle will plug in right here. On the signal input and output wire harness, we start off with 3 sets of RCA outputs for operating external amplifiers. They can be set up as front, rear, and subwoofer output, or, for higher quality and better control of the system, high, mid, and low output. Next, we have audio and video RCA input. Here is the rear monitor or the second zone video output. And here is the dedicated backup camera input, and finally the black jack here is the audio and video auxiliary input. And that is Pioneer's AVH-W4400NEX. And what's in the box?